Class 10th History part. Page number 46. The war grew out of fear among US policy planners, planners that the victory of the Ho Chi Minh government would start a domino effect. Communist governments would be established in other countries in the area. They underestimated the power of nationalism to move people to action, inspire them to sacrifice their home and family, live under horrific, HORIFIC, horrific conditions, and fight for independence. They un- underestimated the power of a small country to fight the most technologically advanced country in the world. New words. Please, page number 46. जहाँ तक कल हम लोग पढ़े थे उसके आगे आज हम लोग पढ़ रहे हैं. गुड मॉर्निंग चिल्ड्रन. क्लास 10th हिस्ट्री and Dr. Rao Verma. New words. Napalm, an organic compound used to thicken gasoline for fire bombs. The mixture burns slowly, and when it comes in contact with surfaces and the human body, it sticks and continues to burn. Developed in the US, it was used in the Second World War despite an international outcry. It was used in Vietnam. Next page is see the page number 47. 6.3 question. The Ho Chi Minh Trail. See the figure number 14. The Ho Chi Minh Trail. Notice how the trail moved through Laos and Cambodia. The story of the Ho Chi Minh Trail is one way of understanding the nature of the war that the Vietnamese fought against the US. It symbolizes how the Vietnamese used their limited resources to great advantage. The trail, an immense network of footpaths and roads, was used to transport men and materials from the north to the south. The trail was improved from the late 1950s, and from 1967 about 20,000 North Vietnamese troops came south each month on this trail. The trail had support bases and hospitals along the way. In some parts, supplies were transported in trucks, but mostly they were carried by porters, who were mainly women. These porters carried about 25 kilos on their backs or about 70 kilos on their bicycles. Last part of this page, most of the trail was outside. Vietnam in neighboring NEIGHBOURN, neighboring Laos and Cambodia with branch lines extending into South Vietnam. The US regularly bombed this trail trying to disrupt supplies, but efforts to destroy this important supply line by intensive bombing failed because they were rebuilt very quickly. See the figure number 15, page 47, last line. Rebuilding damaged roads. Roads damaged by bombs were quickly rebuilt. वीडियो पेज टर्न नंबर नेक्स्ट पेज पे आइए. क्लास 10 हिस्ट्री part. See the figure number 16. On the हो ची मिन ट्रेल, सोर्स सी, इसको आप नोट डाउन करेंगे क्लास पर कॉपी में, फिर उतारेंगे और ये नोट्स बनते जाएंगे. इसमें क्या दिया है? लेटर्स टू मिस्टर डू सैम, सोर्स सी. लेटर्स टू Mr. Du Sam. Du Sam was colonel in the North Vietnamese Artillery Regiment. He was part of the offensive started in 1968 to unify North and South Vietnam and win the battle against US. These are extracts from his letters written to his wife from the scene of battle. They show how in the nationalist imagination personal love mingles with love for the country and the desire for freedom. Sacrifice appears necessary for happiness. Letter dated 6 है अर्थात जून 1968 का. You ask me what you miss most. What? इन्वर्टेड कॉमा में देखिए स्टेटमेंट है रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब के बाद रिपोर्टेड स्पीच. You miss most when you think of me. I miss the environment of our wedding. I miss the small cozy room with lots of memories. I miss. Right after wedding, I had to again leave to fight in order to protect the coastal areas of our country. What a short time we had before I had to station permanently in the south. The more I think, the more I feel for you. Therefore, I would have to be more determined to protect the country in order to bring happiness for millions of couples like us. Last night, the car kept heading south. This morning, I am writing to you sitting on a stone, surrounded by the sound of streams and the rustle of trees, as if they were celebrating our happiness, looking forward to the day when we can return victoriously. VICT ORIOUSLY लगा के एडवर्ब बनाएंगे. विजय दिवस के रूप में ले से हो विक्टोरियसली विजयपूर्वक विजय के साथ. देन वी कुड लिव इन ग्रेटर हैप्पीनेस कुड नॉट वी. विश यू गुड हेल्थ एंड मिस मी ऑलवेज. लेटर डेटेड जून 1968. दो यू आर ऑलवेज इन माई माइंड आई हैव टू फोकस टू माई वर्क to contribute to the victory of the ongoing struggle of our nation. I have promised myself that only when the South is liberated and peace and happiness return to the people, only then could I be free to focus on building our own happiness. Only then I could be satisfied with our family life. Hung Dung Ung Niherang La Thur Hoi Chin, Vietnam. Letters written during the war in Vietnam. Publication of Hoi Naha Wahan Writers Association 2005. Translation by Nguyen Pok An. Thank you. Next chapter next day. धन्यवाद. Good morning, students.